Well, I recently acquired an old ceiling fan that's been in its box since it was new. It's never been opened. And I really want to unbox it because I'm very excited about it, but I figured if I was going to break the seal, I might as well do it on video. So, for your viewing pleasure, we are going to unbox this, an SMC Emperor. Apparently it's the Emperor 2. I'm not sure what the 2 notation is, other than that I know that Lagunas sometimes had the same notation. And I know in that case the difference was that it was a ball socket canopy. This one does not look like it will be, although, you know, who knows what's inside the box. I guess we'll find out. Get my trusty little box opener over here. Not the car key, because I kind of don't want to ruin that, but rather this key that was on the ring when I got it, and I have no idea what it goes to. And let's use that to slice the tape. Would it be funny if I leaned on the remote the wrong way or something while trying to move and accidentally set the panic alarm off or something? Yes, I have done that before, at 2 o'clock in the morning, no less. Neighbors were not pleased, as you can imagine. Anyway, let's see. What is it? Wow. Here's where I confide to you, the YouTube viewing public. I hope to God this doesn't break off when I try to fold it over, because it is really, really stiff. Okay. Oh, there's a bug of some sort in here. Isn't that nice? This is kind of cool. I've never seen the instructions for anything SMC other than that new unboxed Laguna that I have. So this is kind of fun for me. What is this here? Oh, it's a warranty card. That's pretty cool. I've never actually seen one of these, so I'm going to steal a look at this. Had a 5-year warranty on it. Shell Manufacturing Corporation, USA, 5970 Boxford Avenue, Commerce, California. Huh. I wonder if the address still exists. Might be worth looking up. We have here the instruction booklet. Installation instructions. Model T52RF and 7701 series. I'm assuming that this will be a T52, because that is what the slightly newer Emperors that we have at the farmhouse that were also made by SMC were labeled. And I will go ahead and hold this up to you in case you would like to read it. If you can see, you are of course more than welcome to pause the video at this point and read it if you would like to. Here's another little diagram that I think I may have missed. It was on the back cover. And let's see. Oh, and there's another piece of paper in here. T52 checklist. Oh, this is cool. It has a, it's interesting. That's neat. There's a bag of hardware. There's a J-hook, there's some wire nuts, there's a tassel, and there's a string with a bell on the end of it. Very useful. It does indeed have the vaguely original-esque canopy, which is kind of cool. Less pleasingly, it has the one-piece brass downrod, which means that if I theoretically wanted to convert this to ball socket, although with this I wouldn't, that would mean I would have to find a different downrod. And the only time I've ever actually wanted to do that anyway was on the new unboxed Laguna that had the J-hook mounting system, because my childhood one although it was identical in every way to an older Laguna with the brass switch housing and everything else, it had a ball socket mounting system. And here we have the blade arms. I'm pleased to report that these are, in fact, the older style blade arms. Oh, apparently they're trying to fall out of the sleeve here, so I can show you the top of one of them. The side that, you know, you will actually see when it's installed. Let's see if I can fit these back in here. And we have reached the point, and there's still a little bug crawling around in there. Although, to be fair, this thing did spend God knows how many years in somebody's old garage, so it was an estate sale find. Oh. Interesting. Let's see. First of all, we have the globe, which was not even wrapped up. This is a cool little globe. It's a nice shape. Well, if you ever wonder how these people who install these fans back in the day, how they would manage to put the housing on upside down the way they sometimes did, well, if I can actually get this thing out of here, well, it's probably easier. You actually have to put the housing together, it seems. That would explain a thing or two. See if I can get the housing to convince the housing that I mean business and get it to come out of there. Come on. I don't want to ruin the styrofoam because obviously I want to put this back in the box. There we go. Yeah, you had to assemble the housing yourself. I never realized that. Of course, again, you know, I've never had an Emperor new in box. Here are the blades. Please tell me they're tight weave. Yes! Yes! This is the best part of the older Emperors right here. It's the tight weave cane and arch end blade tips. And all four of them appear to be there and in excellent shape. I don't think there's anything else under here, but I will verify that. I think it's now just an empty box. Yes, it is now just an empty box. So, there, for anyone who is curious, the unboxing of an SMC Emperor. I also will steal a look at the motor real quickly, because I am very curious to see if this has the date with month and year on the top side of the motor, as SMCs sometimes did, because I'm curious how long this thing might have spent in purgatory in that old garage. Look at the finish on that thing. It's pristine. Of course, I'm used to the ones that were at the farmhouse, which were tarnished and gross after decades of use. How bad do you suppose the bearings are? I think you've just witnessed a miracle, because this is an SMC after all. And there is like no noise. That is impressive. Wow. Let's see if there's a sticker on here. There's one that says Motor B. I do not see one with a date on it, nor does there look like there ever was one, which is kind of sad. It's not on the switch housing, on the top of the switch housing like Evergo did it. Well then, it's kind of disappointing. I had really hoped, I suppose it could be on the instructions somewhere. Didn't look that closely at them. Maybe there's a copyright address or, you know, copyright date or something. I sure don't see one. I will go ahead and read off the specs. 52 inches, obviously, 3-speed. Apparently goes 220 RPMs on high. Prior experience with SMC Emperors, although again, those were the newer style, and thus not quite as good. I will believe that when I see it. 1.2 amps, what I would have figured, 120 volts, and apparently weighs 27 pounds. Yeah, sounds about right. It's definitely not, it's not a light fan. There's got to be a copyright address on here somewhere, but unfortunately I don't see one. It's cool that it has like a question. It's kind of cool. It has like a questionnaire that you have to fill out. You know, with the model number, the date purchased, how much you paid for it, does it have a light, and of course your home name and address and the dealer from which you bought it. Had a Kmart sticker on it on the box, so you can be sure that somebody bought it at Kmart. I probably know exactly which Kmart too, because I knew where it was once upon a time. Of course, it's not there now. It's mainly the DMV now, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Obviously, because it was brand new in the box, nobody ever filled that out. It's also possible that the date tag is on the inside of the motor, or on the inside of the canopy, I mean, as it was on a later, or on another SMC fan that I have. Nope, it does not appear to be. Well, I guess we'll never know exactly how old this one is, which makes, you know, it's sad but not surprising after all the other two Emperors at the farm. Although I would love to know what year they were made. They do not have any date on them whatsoever either. Although they were the much newer style, and I've been told they dated from around 1984 or 5. So this is probably basing off the age of the other SMC fan that I found at the same place that did have a date sticker on it. I'm going to guess 81 or 2. That one was dated 82. That one also wasn't an Emperor. That one was a spinner. But I may make a video about it too. It wasn't new in the box. It was unused, but the box was quite literally crumbled in my hands as soon as I touched it, so I left the box there. Even the checklist doesn't have a date on it. It has a signature. Well, at least a letter. So it says A, so probably line A inspected it. But there's no date on it. Which is kind of sad. I had really hoped that I would be able to figure out exactly when this was made, but I guess that's just not in the cards. Oh well. This was certifiably a pretty stupid thing to waste 15 minutes making a video about, but there you go. There's the unboxing of an SMC T52 model Emperor ceiling fan.